Today's objective is line graphs, bar graphs, and circle graphs. Line graphs show change in something as time goes by. So, for example, here is my graph. It's called math homework. On the side axis, it's the minutes of math homework. Down here are the days. I could write days down there also, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And here for Monday was 10 minutes, Tuesday 30 minutes, Wednesday 20 minutes, Thursday 30 minutes, Friday 20 minutes. So you can see how the amount of time changed each day. Which day had the least amount of time spent? Monday. Which day or days had the most amount of time spent? Tuesday and Thursday. So they're easy to read, okay? But it's always changed over time, and time is always on the x-axis, okay? Why don't we write that? Time is always the x-axis. Okay. Bar graphs show comparisons of individual items. They're usually the results come from a survey. For example, if I said, what's your favorite fruit? Okay. Now, ignore the blue numbers for a minute because they're for this graph. So we're just looking at the red numbers right now. So let's say your class said 7 people liked bananas, 3 people liked apples, 8 people liked strawberries, 6 people liked grapes, and 10 people liked watermelon. Well, on this graph, the number of people goes on the side, and the item that you surveyed about goes on the bottom. So notice how bananas were 7. Here it says bananas, and the bar goes up to 7. Apples, there were 3 people. Strawberries, there were 8 people. It goes over to 8. Grapes, 6 people. And watermelon had 10 people, their favorite. Well, let's say I surveyed another class also. So I had your class, and then in the other class, there were only 16 people. And they said, let's say period 1 and period 3. So you're period 1 and this is period 3. 3 people liked bananas, 5 people liked apples, and 8 people liked strawberries. And there are more than 16 people in that class. Okay, this is just for an example. So this is called a double bar graph. So our favorite fruits. So here you can see for bananas, we still have the 7 people like we had over here, but next to it we're showing, and here's our little key, period 1, period 3. Period 1 had 7, period 3 had 3. For apples, period 1 had 3, period 3 had 5. But in strawberries, it was both the same. Okay? So you can have a single bar graph, you can have a double bar graph. They have stacked bar graphs, where this would be put on top of the other, and you would have to subtract to see what it is. I don't like stacked bar graphs very much. I don't think they're as good to see. There's also triple bar graphs, but then you're getting into a lot of bars. All right, the only other type of bar graph I'd like to talk to you about is called a circle graph, which is also called a pie chart. And a circle graph divides up something into parts, which are shown as slices of a pie. Do you see how that could be a pie because it's round and we've sliced it up? For example, let's divide up your day. Well, you know there are 24 hours in a day. So you tell me you spend 8 hours sleeping, 6 hours at school, 1 hour eating, 1 hour driving or waiting for a ride, 2 hours on homework, 3 hours on games or sports, and 3 hours watching TV. These numbers must total 24 hours because must total 24 because you don't have more than that or less than that. So 8 plus 6 is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18 and 6 is 24. And here is how we've divided it up. Sleeping is 8 hours, so it's about a third. If you look at it, it looks like it's about a third, right? And then 6 hours is a fourth of 24, so that's why it's a fourth. And then we have driving and eating, those are the little ones. Games and sports and watching TV are supposed to be about the same size. And then homework's a little bit bigger. It's not, I didn't draw it perfectly, but you can see it's easy to see where you spend the most of your day and the least of your day. And that's it.